Being a mature Mi'kmaq student can have its barriers at Cape Breton University. I transferred from CBU from NSCC during the global pandemic COVID-19 in 2020. With my lack of supports and services that were brought up during the time of the pandemic, I did not receive supports or services that could help me accommodate during my courses at Cape Breton University while being online via Microsoft Teams. During my experience of being online, I found it very difficult. I failed classes, I attended regularly, but I did not have the supports and services I needed to help me achieve academic success. One day, I was walking through the campus and I came into Unama'ki College when there was academic success coaching going on. Academic success coaching has helped me with managing my time, putting structure into my academic courses, and making a structure for me to help me graduate, which I will be graduating in the fall of 2023.
Right back to where I began. No one to laugh with, no one to laugh and play tricks on. Just me and the earth. Always had timepieces and clocks in my life. This is only good to look at when the sun is out. See how it glows in the light? When I was a kid, we had 2 clocks. One on the kitchen on top of the stove, and one in June's room right next to her bed. But those 2 clocks would be ticking just as loud as Grandma's snoring. So we would sneak in there at night and set the alarm to ring at exactly midnight, and we would wait for it to ring. And then she would get up and she would scream at us kids that we were crazy and we should be locked up somewhere. She would start giggling too. And then we would make her a tea and she would go back to bed. And we would go back to our rooms, which were on the other side of the house, past the clock. As we would be trying to go to sleep, we would hear them 2 clocks ticking, because one was faster than the other. Tick, tick, tock, tock. Tick, tick, tock, tock. Tick, tick, tock, tock.
During one of my classes at Cape Breton University, I took part in a play at the Boardmore Theatre. The play was originally created by Joseph A. Dandaran, an Indigenous writer from British Columbia. The play was written over 30 years ago, and during the consultation, we renamed the play to Please Do Not Touch the Mi'kmaq. The play touched on topics such as child welfare system, residential schools, and wrongful convictions as some of the topics I remember during the play. The play was very emotional, and we spent very long days rehearsing the play to have a rewarding experience for our audience. Our audience members felt very important as we were telling their story on stage. After one of the performances, I went up and spoke with my father and my family. I thought I was just going to meet my family. Little did I know that I was going to get thank you and everything from elders in the community that were at the play. The elders had memorable moments with me that I will cherish forever. These moments included that they were passing on their emotions and they were telling me thank you for telling their story on stage. This was a very emotional play which had dark, humorous scenes, but very healthy, sarcastic views also. When we played the play, it was very emotional, like I said earlier, and we know that we are a part of telling the stories. We went through the play so much that we became numb. But hearing stories from the community, it felt very rewarding and towards reconciliation of healing our communities. When I was a child, I was very involved with Sons of Membertou, who are a traditional drum group from Membertou First Nation. Growing up and during my teenage years, I was involved with alcohol and drug use. With being a traditional drummer, you are not allowed to be under the influence of alcohol and drugs. I walked away from the drum for many years. In 2021, I have been sober from alcohol and drugs for over a decade. And in 2022, Sons of Membertou were CBU's artist in residence. The workshops that took place at Center for Sound Communities have helped me realize that I should join back with the group. I was very welcomed by old and new members. One of my fondest memories with Sons of Membertou was when I got to work with my aunt creating the song Mugalahadi, which means the mountain in English. I would help her record these songs on a cassette player, which I had to hit record and stop buttons for her as she intended. To close off my video vignettes, we will now hear Sons of Membertou play out her song Mugalahadi to end my project.
Hey,